Welcome to Saratoga. Located in the southwestern part of Santa Clara County, Saratoga borders the cities of Cupertino, West San Jose, and Los Gatos. And even though its population is only about 30,000 people, it's actually one of the most desirable cities here in Santa Clara County, mainly due to its peaceful suburban living, access to nature, and access to excellent public schools. So I'm right now down here in the historic Saratoga Village. It's known as one street, known as Big Basin Way, which leads you directly to the Santa Cruz Mountains. And along this small street, there's not much of shopping. It's just mainly going to be high-end dining. There's occasionally some cafes, some yoga studios, and some small casual restaurants. But overall, compared to most downtowns you're going to see in the Bay Area, this place is a lot more quiet compared to other downtowns you'll see, such as like downtown Mountain View or downtown Los Gatos. But in reality, that's what makes Saratoga residents love this historic Saratoga Village. It's because there's not a lot of tourist attractions, there's not a lot of fast food places, you're not going to get as many visitors from neighboring cities. Therefore, it makes Saratoga really convenient and easy to get around. All right, so for the rest of this video, I'm going to show you what it's like to live here in Saratoga, what are the things to do, some places to eat, and of course the homes. So all right, we got a lot to check out. Let's go check out Saratoga. Now, if you love nature, you're gonna love this next place I'm gonna show you, which is Villa Montalvo. Now, Villa Montalvo used to be home of the former San Francisco mayor, James Phelan, in 1912, but soon after he passed, the city of Saratoga decided to convert it into a public community art center. So now it's known as Villa Montalvo Art Center. And you can see this art center, it's a really beautiful place. It's a perfect place just to go for a walk. You got this open green grass. I can imagine families just on the weekend just come here to lie on this green grass and have a really nice picnic. This place also hosts a lot of art exhibits and art performances. You can see by the stage and all these seats nearby. And you can also see there's some private events here. So this is also a really cool place. It also hosts some weddings as well. This is a really unique place amongst here in the Bay Area. You can see a really beautiful mansion. It's open, manicured, open green space. This is a really awesome place here again in the Bay Area. Also, if you love hiking, right behind this giant mansion, there's access to really nice hiking trails. And in my opinion, one of the nicest here in the Bay Area because it's both flat and shaded. So this is a place that holds a multitude of purposes and one of the nice places here in Saratoga that residents get to enjoy. Now, one of the reasons why Saratoga is so desirable is because of its school system. Now, right here, I'm in Saratoga High School, and this is one of the best high schools that we have here in the entire Bay Area. It's a 10 out of 10 on the great school ratings. Now, why are the Saratoga schools very desirable? For one, you can tell that the schools are very well funded. From the buildings on campus, the sports facilities that the school uses, you can see that there's a lot of investment into a child's education when they go to a Saratoga school. Now, another reason is that Saratoga High School offers a lot of college-ready courses. There's a good amount of AP courses and honor courses, so students are very well prepared when they go to college. They can do well on the SAT and they can hence get into good colleges. Now, another reason why Saratoga schools are very desirable, again, because it's well funded, there's a lot of extracurricular activities that the school offers. There's marching band, there's Lego robotics, there's a lot of sports teams. So definitely when a child goes to a Saratoga school, they're definitely getting a very well-rounded education that prepares them better for life. All right, now let's go check out some houses. All right, the first neighborhood I'm going to show you, we're going to the northeastern part of Saratoga, and this neighborhood is also known as the Quito neighborhood, which is on the east side of Quito Road. As you can see, this neighborhood has a real family-friendly vibe with quiet and wide streets and parks where kids can play and neighbors can gather. You also have trails nearby, which makes it perfect for jogging or weekend bike rides, which really adds to the lifestyle here. The homes in Quito are just as impressive as the streets themselves. You'll find a mix of classic California ranch-style homes from the 1960s alongside modern, custom-built properties with high-end finishes. Now, location-wise, the Quito neighborhood is extremely convenient. You're just driving distance from downtown Saratoga, and you're also walking distance from the Westgate Shopping Center, which is a place where we have a lot of great shopping options, dining options, and where you need to run quick errands such as like CVS and Target. This neighborhood is also extremely walkable, but it also feels very private as well. So really get the best of both worlds. Get this really private, walkable neighborhood, yet really close to a lot of the city's amenities. Now, one downside of this neighborhood is that because this area is really close to the city of Campbell, the homes in this neighborhood are actually zoned to the Campbell Union School District and not Saratoga School. So if you're a home buyer who really wants to buy a home that in Saratoga that wants to go to Saratoga schools, be mindful of that. Not every home in Saratoga will go to Saratoga schools. But because these homes are not zoned to Saratoga schools, they're definitely going to be a little cheaper than most homes that you'll find in Saratoga as well. So that's one upside there. But overall, the Quito neighborhood is a combination of charm, convenience, and high quality homes. And you can see why it's such a highly desirable neighborhood here in the Bay Area. All right, so for our next neighborhood, we're gonna go to Central Saratoga. And I'm gonna show you a neighborhood called the Golden Triangle neighborhood. And this is one of my most favorite neighborhoods here in Saratoga. But first, why is it called the Golden Triangle neighborhood? Well, actually, this neighborhood is bordered by 3 streets that form the shape of a triangle. The streets are Saratoga Avenue, Saratoga Sunnyvale Avenue, and Cox Avenue, which together creates a private, peaceful area with large lots, beautiful landscaping, and a serene atmosphere. Now, the homes in the Golden Triangle are just as impressive as the streets themselves. You'll find a mix of sprawling sprawling traditional homes and also some modern luxury properties. But again, the main reason why the Golden Triangle is so desirable is because of its central location. First, you're closely located to many of the top schools here in Saratoga, as you're close to Saratoga High School and Argonaut Elementary School. Second, it's also very convenient because you're close to the Argonaut Shopping Center, which is a shopping center with both a Safeway and a CVS, so running errands is extremely convenient. And also third, the Golden Triangle is really close to Highway 85, which is the highway that takes you to a lot of places here in Silicon Valley, and which is great because many people in Saratoga, they don't work in Saratoga, but rather they work in other cities along the peninsula or north of Silicon Valley, such as Sunnyvale and Santa Clara. So it makes commuting and getting to other cities really convenient. And of course, because it's so close to these Saratoga schools, all these homes are zoned for the Saratoga schools, making it the perfect place for families with young children. Now, the only real downside of this neighborhood is that the homes here do come at a premium, as the price per square footage in this neighborhood are one of the highest here in the entire Bay Area. But with the combination of privacy, safety, and great schools, there's a reason why when homes here come on the market, they often go off the market in just under 1 week, as this is one of the most desirable neighborhoods in the Bay Area. All right, so for our last neighborhood, I'm going to show you one of the most luxurious neighborhoods that we have in the city of Saratoga, which is the Fruitvale neighborhood, which is along the north side of Saratoga, alongside Fruitvale Avenue. You can immediately see that this neighborhood is a lot different than a lot of the other neighborhoods we saw. The home sizes are generally a lot larger. Think 6,000, even 8,000, even 10,000 square feet lot sizes. You can see there's a lot of private gates. The driveways are a lot longer. I even see a bunch of horseshoe driveways. So yeah, this is definitely a lot more luxurious feel compared to most other homes that you're going to see even in the city of Saratoga. In terms of vibe, you can see it's a lot more secluded, a lot more private. Yeah, it looks very beautiful. Also, the terrain's going to be a lot different compared to the other neighborhoods that we saw where the ground is particularly flat. Here, it's a lot more windy and a lot more hilly. Though this place does seem extremely secluded, actually location-wise, it's actually not that far from the rest of the city center. About a 5 to 10 minute drive. You're only 5 minutes from West Valley College, Redwood Middle School, and also other city amenities such as the Saratoga Community Center and the Saratoga Public Library. This is why this is one of the most luxurious and most desirable neighborhoods here again in the city of Saratoga. You get that combination, privacy and seclusion, as if like you're at a nice mountainous resort, but you're not way too far from the city amenities that it's such an inconvenience to drive to the center of the city. Hence why this is one of the most luxurious neighborhoods here in the city of Saratoga. So that's gonna do it for our tour of the city of Saratoga. Hopefully you learned a lot about what the city of Saratoga is like, what it's like to live here, and of course the different neighborhoods here. And of course, if you made it to the end of this video, perhaps you might be looking where are the best areas in the city to buy a home. And if you're looking for some extra market insight or some extra help, me and my team would be happy to help and serve you. So with that, if you're looking more to what living in the Bay Area is like, feel free to check out more videos on my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.